Hello, welcome to SnackTube. Size of that chip, by the way. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this video, this review. You're probably wondering why I've got this bib on. That's because it's going to get bloody messy in here. I'm the mess eater at the best of times, but this stuff is going to get really messy. So this is Hall's Flamin' Good Food Full Rackle Ribs Barbecue. I do love some ribs, and I always make an absolute mess, so the bib is necessary, and I've got plenty of kitchen roll there as backup. And I know, and I've actually already got some on my hoodie. Look, don't know if you can see it. I've already got some on my new hoodie. This hasn't even been washed yet, and yeah, I'm disappointed in myself already, to be honest. But hey ho, it's rib time, baby. So these are made by Hall's, who also make a lot of other things. They do square sausage, they do beef olives, they do like stovies and things like that. So they have a quite a large range, Hall's, in Scotland anyway. And yeah, I don't think I've ever reviewed ribs on this channel, so I'm looking forward to trying this. This was in Iceland as part of their deal. It's either 3 for £10 or 3 for £12. I can't remember, but you get like different stuff in it. You get like chicken Kiev, there's cordon bleus. I think with this I got a roast chicken joint, and I can't remember what the other one was. But whatever they were quite nice, and it's decent value. So these, you can make them in two ways. You can actually do them in the microwave, and that takes 8 minutes. Normally I would do the worst way to make them, but I really wanted these to be nice because I like ribs. So I've done them in the oven. That took about 40 minutes. So there's your ingredients. If you want to have a wee read of those, you can pause the video. And let me see, is there a blurb? Is there a wee bit of writing that describes the item to you, maybe on the side of the box? Not seeing anything. But this is produced and packed in Scotland with pork from the UK and EU by Hall's of Scotland. So it's a good Scottish product here. Well, I say good. It's Scottish. We'll be the judge of whether it's good or not. Hall's stuff tends to be okay. It's not great. It tends to be quite cheap. You get it in places like Farm Foods. So what have we got? Bone warning, caution, this product will contain bones. You're not joking. Cook from frozen, storage instructions in a freezer. Right, so nutritional information. Let's see, how big is this? This is 400 grams, although that might include the bones. I'm not 100% sure. So you've got to take this with a grain of salt, this info. So nutritional information, per 100 grams, 218 calories. So the whole thing would be about 800. I reckon it's probably only about 600. Probably about 100 grams of it is bone, let's be honest. But per 100 grams, 218 calories, 12.9 grams of fat, 4.7 grams of saturates, so there are quite a lot of saturated fats in this, 8.9 grams of carbs, 7.1 grams of sugar, 16.8 grams of protein, and 1.2 grams of salt. So high in the saturated fat, high in the salt. Eating a whole rack of ribs isn't something you should really do for your health, but hey, what do I care? It looks bloody good. So the chips, these chips are really nice as well. The chips are from Lidl. The frozen ones from Lidl. It's the skin on fries you get in their freezer. I've got some onion rings as well. Which again, from Lidl, really nice onion rings. I brought through some of this Red's Unholy Barbecue Sauce, just in case I need a bit more. Of course, there's quite a lot of sauce on this anyway, so I don't really need it for my ribs, but this is a nice barbecue sauce. Just 3 quick reviews for you there. 4 reviews in one in this. Woo! This is my dinner, so I've made a whole meal. Right, I guess I should show you the ribs. So there's your picture. That's what it looks like on the thing. And here they are on the plate, and this plate is very hot. hard to really tell what they look like from that, but they do look similar to the packaging. Maybe not quite the burnt-y sort of ends that you get on there, but there's lots of sauce. Scooped that out of the pan that I made it in, so yeah, I've got all the sauce. But the proof is in the tasting. So I'm going to chop off a wee bit. I'm going to go through the middle because the end bit is normally the worst bit. So let's see if we can cut a bit off the middle. Oh, that is falling apart. That is falling apart. I feel like I should really show you guys this. But let's let's see if we can get a bit off of here. Cool. Oh, I have a lot of room in this table here. Alright, roll the sleeves up. Don't want to get on any of my sleeves. Alright, there you go. There's the meat on the bone. Lovely. Look at the steam coming off that. Covered in sauce. Alright, well, let's do it. This is Hall's Flamin' Good Food, full rack of ribs, barbecue. Let's give them the old taste test, shall we? Ooh, no, it's hot. I think I've got a wee bit of cartilage in that, mate. Clean bone. I mean, look at that meat, right? That looks like a bad end. Probably don't want to eat that, but that's gristle. But look how easy that falls away. I can't tell where the bone is. Not really much bone on the end, but there is a fatty sort of bit. Yeah. Yeah, that just falls right away from the bone. Well, that's good. Okay, well, is that the best rack of ribs I've ever had? Not really. The barbecue sauce got it all over me. The barbecue sauce is quite generic. It's sort of a generic, this is what you'd expect barbecue sauce to taste like, barbecue sauce. Oh god, I've lost my bib and now I've got sauce all over it. Oh well. Which isn't a bad thing. You know, it's nice. It's got that sort of sweetness to it, ever so slight smokiness, and it's tasty. I like it. Just lacks a bit of personality. You know, it's really good when you go to a proper smokehouse and the sauce, like they make their own sauce and it's got lots of personality and it tastes really unique. So it lacks that, but you know, as far as generic barbecue sauce goes, it's pretty nice. The meat is lovely. It falls away from the bone, you know, it comes straight off. You don't have to wrestle with it, which is fantastic, which means it's been slow cooked to perfection, which is great. The only thing I wish it had, which is maybe something I could have done myself, because it tells you on the back of the packet that you've got to cook it under tin foil for 40 minutes. If I'd taken the tin foil off, and I reckon if you take the tin foil off and let it bake without the foil, it would create some more burnt sort of crispy ends on it, and then you could mix it with a bit more barbecue sauce and that would give it an even better texture. By being just completely engrossed in the sauce, yes, it's moist, it falls away from the bone and that's lovely. It just means that the texture is a bit, I don't want to use the word slimy because it's not slimy, but it's just not got that nice little crunchy sort of bite to it that you would want from a really good rack of ribs. Because like ribs done with a dry rub and like smoked in a smoker, and then having the barbecue sauce basically added as the last part, those are the best kinds of ribs. Those are fantastic, especially when they fall away from the bone. But I do love it. I love a good rib. Yeah, I never get them either because it's hard. A lot of places will do ribs, but they're just not real good ribs. You've got to go to a proper smokehouse. There used to be a place in Glasgow that did them at the town centre, but they shut down, which is a shame. So I need to find a new rib place. If you can recommend anywhere that does properly good ribs, then I would love to know about it. But yeah, really nice. The sauce is lovely. It's sweet, a bit generic, but tasty. The meat falls off the bone. It's tender. And yeah, cannot complain about that at all. Delicious. And that sauce is going to get mopped up with these chips. Banging. Would recommend. And then that wasn't expensive either. You know, as far as ribs go, that was pretty cheap. You know, got out of the freezer section. Fairly cheap, and that's enough for 2 people if you wanted half a rack each. I'm going to eat the whole rack because I love ribs. So yeah, that is good. Good value. Good tasting. Yeah, would recommend. Definitely. Well, thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the wee bell to get notifications, and let me know if there's anything you want to see. I suggest you go onto the channel and check out all my other videos. I've got hundreds of them, loads of reviews in there. If you search in the search bar, if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, you might find it, you might not. If you don't find it, leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see and I'll write it on my list. But that'll do for today. I'm going to go snuff the rest of this big plate of food because I'm starving, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you then. Cheers.